Welcome to Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids, a series of cautionary tales for lovers of scream. I call this tale The Butcher Boy. There is a butcher's shop in Grizzly run by 3 generations of the same family, the Knucklebones. There is grandfather Gideon, his son Chopper, he of the 1 eye and 3 fingers, and his son Chuck. The strange thing is, even though all 3 are still alive, they have never been seen together.
Oh.
Some children care how rich they are. Not how much they have in their piggy bank, but how much other children think they have. To be seen to be rich is everything. Now, money can buy you many things. Skateboards, trainers, mobile phones. What no one tells you is it can also buy you a one-way ticket to a poor man's picnic with the worms. Before he was rich, Gilbert believed in the power of money.
When I have money, I shall be the most powerful boy in the school,
he told his teddy bear Paxman.
Rivals? What rivals? I shall crush them and smash them and squeeze them all dry. Oh, this isn't going out live, is it?
He first became rich when his parents refused to raise his pocket money. The next day, a ransom note plopped through the letterbox. Gilbert's parents rushed upstairs to find an open window and evidence of a fierce struggle. "He really has been kidnapped," gasped his mother. "This photograph of Gilbert holding today's paper is proof." "And look at that," cried his father. "The room he's being held in has exactly the same wallpaper as this room. Isn't life strange?" said his mother. And they hurried off to the bank to withdraw the money to have their son released. The next morning, Gilbert was back. "They stole my trainers and wouldn't let me watch telly." But in his waistband nestled a large wad of cash, which would change his life forever. Now that Gilbert was the richest boy in the school, he wanted everyone to know it. When Michael Turner brought his new chess set in to show and tell, Gilbert asked to be excused, and seconds later, after speeding to the shops, returned with his new automatic chess set, complete with self-moving pieces and a hologrammatic grandmaster to teach him how to win. When Phoebe Clawhammer bought a kite, Gilbert bought a hang glider. When Terence Filch bought an MP3 player, Gilbert bought his own band. When Chloe Swinton-Berry trotted in on her new pony, Gilbert bought a stallion called Granite, who had won the Grand National 5 times. And when Peaches Mulhoon and Ahmet Iqbal bought a beautiful wooden yacht, Gilbert bought a US warship, complete with launch pad for gung-ho presidential visits. Bring it on! The truth was, Gilbert couldn't bear anyone else to be the centre of attention. Then, one day, just after Christmas, Chuck the Butcher Boy brought his new bicycle into school. His family had just made a shed-load of money from turkeys, so it was the newest bike on the market with all the extras, including friction-free paint as used on the space shuttle, automatic gearing, onboard games console, and a uniquely moulded gel saddle to banish bum blisters. Even though he rushed into 50 different shops, Gilbert could not buy a better bike anywhere. When he got back to school, Chuck's bike was still the centre of attention.
And it made Gilbert mad. Mad enough to do something stupid.
If Gilbert couldn't buy a better bike, he'd steal the best and claim it as his own. That night, as an old-fashioned fog swirled down the street, an old-fashioned bicycle bell jerked Gilbert from his sleep. When he peered out of the window, he saw a colourless boy in jacket and cap, riding an old-fashioned butcher's bicycle. It was Chuck. From his front basket, he pulled out a metal object which glinted under the street light. Whoa! Bike? Then, thinking he was being clever, Gilbert shouted, "What bike?" But he was shouting to himself and the fog, because the butcher boy and the butcher's bike had disappeared. Gilbert returned to bed.
Ah, Chuck, what do you want? I've come for my son's bike.
Your son's bike? You haven't got a son. Who are you? What are you? I am my own daddy and my own son. Gilbert thought his heart had stopped. This isn't possible. I don't understand. We're a very close family, said Grandpa Gideon. We can trace our line right back to the Victorians, and everyone knows how strict the Victorians were. Gilbert made a dash for the door, but the old man beat him to it. We've been butchering in Hog and Gristle for 3 generations, looking after the neighbourhood, you might say, clearing it of undesirables. If it's meat you want disposing of, come to Knucklebone's. Oh, what does that mean? It means you shouldn't have stolen my grandson's bike. It's over there! Take it! But Chuck's grandfather wasn't interested in the bike. Bikes are 10 a penny, he said. Good meat, on the other hand, is priceless. I'll pay you. Take the bike, and I'll give you whatever you want to go away. But there are some things even money can't buy, as Gilbert was just about to find out. What I really want is you. The next morning, Chuck rode his new bike into school and distributed Gilbert's expensive toys to all of the children whom Gilbert had hurt. Meanwhile, in a quieter part of town, a butcher's shop was opening for business. There was a new sign in the window. Meat to die for. Morning, Mr. Knucklebone. Morning, Mrs. Patrick. Recommend anything today? I've got some freshly made sausages, if you're interested. Oh, it's such a pleasure to still have an old-fashioned butcher around. We aim to please, Mrs. Patrick. We always aim to please.